What's going on? I'm your vegan food explorer. I just checked Instagram just before my lunch and it said that Burger King, the massive fast food chain, are launching a vegan chicken royale. So what does that mean? It means that I've chucked my food back in the fridge that I was going to have for lunch and we're about to drive over to the Burger King. It's a little bit far, but we're going to get it. We're going to get the chicken royale to try. It is fully vegan, 100% approved by the Vegan Society. We've also got some chips which are also approved by the Vegan Society, which is very, very rare. We're going to get that. And then we're also going to pick up the vegan Whopper because I've never had it. It's been out for a while, so we're going to try both of them. And then we're going to come back, we're going to slice them up, we're going to do a full review and a taste test. And we're going to see, are Burger King they have apparently the crown in all fast food, so they say, do they have it in the vegan space? Let's find out.
I was really pleased when I got there because I was slightly worried because it had launched today that it wouldn't be there, because sometimes, you know, unless you're in London or a big city, that you don't actually get all the latest stuff. But it was there. They had big advertising hoardings outside, they had it inside, they had it on the big digital screens, and then when you clicked through, because of COVID, they don't take the orders at the counter anymore, so you use these, you know, the old big computer screen, touch screen things, and they had a big saying like, what's new? And the vegan options were all there, including the Whopper and the chicken royale. So it's super easy, just tap tap tap. We bought the Whopper and the chicken royale because I wanted to try both of them. The order was $14.38, which I thought for two regular meals is a bit pricey, but gotta be done.
Okay, we've got our baggage. We're now going home. Can't wait, it smells so good. Okay, we're back. I've taken them out of the bag and we are ready to go. We've got the royale and we got the Whopper and we've got some chips. Right, so I've cut them up because I had to share them with my wife, but I've got my halves here, so we're going to have a proper taste test and we're going to get into it. So let's have a little look. Okay, so first of all, we've got the Whopper. No, not the Whopper, the Royale. We're going to do the Royale first. So the most interesting thing of this is that it is made with not What the Cluck, but it's made with chicken from Vegetarian Butcher, who you'll know make What the Cluck chicken, and that is super high rated in my view. So this is half of it. Like I said, this is not all you get, but it's half a size because it's been chopped in half, and it's a battered little bit of chicken. That chicken looks really realistic there. Let me just come and focus. It's got some kind of weird bits there, but it looks decent. Doesn't quite look like What the Cluck. Not how I was thinking it would. It looks a bit more kind of firm and texturized, but hopefully that's going to taste really, really nice. Then, just before we get onto the Whopper over here, these are the chips, and you'll know, if you're a keen vegan fast food lover, that in some restaurants, like KFC for example, they are not vegan certified because they're cooked in animal products, they're cooked in the same stuff where the non-vegan food is cooked, so they're deep fat fryer. But in KFC, these are now vegan certified, so this is vegan certified as well. So all of this is cooked in a different section. Now we get onto the Whopper. So the Whopper is not vegan certified, and what that means is that this beef patty here is vegan. Everything in here, the mayonnaise, everything is vegan, but it's not cooked in a separate section like these, so it can be open to, you know, little bits of animal products. So that's just something to be aware of. Right, let's start with the chicken royale. This is what I'm most excited to start with. Yeah, I think that's a good size. Double the size. It's pretty good sub, right? Okay, that's easy to get all over your mouth. So I just had to clean myself up there. Wow, that is the only thing I'm going to say on that. I was really worried about that chicken when I chopped it in half. It was a little bit weird. It had kind of like a mushy texture, which I've had VFC, which is the vegan fried chicken brand, which I absolutely love the brand, love everything about it. But the chicken, not quite there. But once I bit into it, it's really now gone like What the Cluck. It's gone super fibrous, super loose. It's really like, it's almost shredded chicken in the middle. You could not tell the difference between this and the regular meat chicken version. The mayonnaise is so creamy. It's creamy, and sometimes vegan mayo I don't find is creamy, and it can be a bit cloyed, but that is super creamy. Really, really highly rate that. The chips, by the way, really nice actually. I haven't had Burger King for ages. Very, very good. Anyway, let's get on to the Whopper. So I used to be a big fan of Burger King just because I just think, you know, they're like a proper meal. That's kind of their angle. They're a bit fresher potentially, and you're going to be really full at the end of it. Whereas I find with some of McDonald's, I'm not necessarily full, just a regular basic meal. So I know what these all taste like, and I am looking forward to this. So you can see that. It's got the big onions, big tomato. Let's have a go. Wow. I'm really impressed with that. Wow. The hit, it has a smokehouse flavour, which just gets to you. You bite it, and I was like, yeah, it's soft, it's chewy. But then it goes bang, and you hit with that smoke on the back of your mouth. Wow, that is incredible. I would say the look, it looks like a meat patty. Maybe it's not as thick. Maybe that's what it is. I don't think that's as thick as a regular one, but the flavour is incredible. That is crazy. That is really, really good. I've got to say that's a 9 out of 10. The only thing, I think the patty could be a little bit thicker, but the chicken, that's an 11 out of 10. That is crazy good. Look at that chicken. It's really got that fibrous, that meltability. I'm going to have another bite. Top marks from me. That is really good. The buns as well, very, very soft. Kind of squidgy. Don't really fall apart. It's fallen apart a bit there, but that's because I cut it in half. But top ratings. I mean, I sound like I'm sponsored by Burger King. I'm not. I just think that's highly, highly impressive what they've done there. The chicken, really, really good. Okay, so I've just had time to eat those burgers. I ate them all in one go with the chips, and it was seriously, seriously impressive. I was thinking, am I overreacting here? Am I saying too much? Am I, you know, a 9 and an 11? I mean, am I being critical, and am I really thinking about it? But honestly, after I kept eating it, I have to say they were super, super impressive. Like, mind-blowing. I know I always think of, this isn't bacon on their packaging. They have, it says, this changes everything. And I do honestly think that food that I've just eaten from Burger King has changed everything. You just, once you've eaten that, there's no way anymore you can say, oh, it tastes like, it tastes like cardboard. It just doesn't. I mean, that food I've just eaten was crazy, crazy good. It tasted just as good as any meat I've ever eaten. And I was not vegan until I was 30. I was vegetarian for several years before then, but that's a good 25 years of eating meat, so I know what I'm talking about. I just was actually on Instagram just a second ago, and I was looking on the post for the announcing, and a lot of vegans are going, this is amazing, this is great, when's it coming? But I noticed a lot of people, and it's the same old argument, so I thought I'd just nail it right here at the end of the video. People have asked saying, I think there was a quote that said, being vegan is not just about what you eat, but it's about where you eat. And the big insinuation there, which was then commented below, was the fact that people aren't going to support Burger King because of the mass abuse and exploitation of animals that they've done. So, for example, you know, the rest of all the stuff on the Burger King menu is all animal products, dead animals. There's also loads of milkshakes, so dairy, and I assume they probably have an egg somewhere. I'm sure they do, just to fit it in. So the question is, should they be punished for doing that? And should we avoid them as vegans? And I always say the same thing. I think if you follow that view, it means that you could never even shop in a supermarket, because at the end of the day, a supermarket has all sorts of meat products, animal products, everything, which is just, you know, in 2021, unless you live off the grid in some crazy place, it just ain't going to happen. And it's so unrealistic that it's just crazy. And I personally think that's one of the big things that puts so many people off being vegan, just because of these sorts of people. What is the answer? The answer is yes, it does matter where you eat. And as a vegan, I think if you want to change the world, the best way to do it is getting down to the places that are going to change people's perceptions. Yes, vegan only brands are amazing and you have to support them because they're so pure and so cool. But at the end of the day, what's going to change global perception? It's going to be the big brands. It's going to be the successful brands. It's going to be these massive mega brands like Burger King, McDonald's, you know, Pizza Hut, Domino's. It's companies like that where the majority of the population will eat at. If they start seeing vegan options, the argument that, oh, vegan food is weird, it goes completely. And then the question is, well, why would I eat the animal product when I could get the vegan version? And that is how we're going to make the world go vegan. It's end of. If people disagree, they just don't understand how the world works and they live up in the clouds. If you want to be a real pragmatic vegan and you actually want to make a change, then these are the things you have to do. Yes, it does kind of suck because you're essentially giving more money to companies that abuse and exploit animals. But in the long term, it's going to be better for the animals because the alternative is to not buy anything. And what do Burger King think? When that happens, no one buys their vegan products. They go, well, there you go, vegan food didn't work. Let's stop that and let's fill those 2 slots that they've got for vegan foods with animal products. And what does that do? Does that save animals? No. Does it save some poor little vegan on Instagram who thinks they're righteous? Yes. But if we do the other version, then yes, in the short term, we're still going to be supporting these companies. But in the long term, they're going to be transitioning to vegan products. And it should be celebrated that they go, wow, we had such an amazing reaction to this. Let's do more vegan products. We you know, our kudos goes massive. Our sales go up because at the end of the day, every pound we spend is a vote for what we believe in. The perfect case example is Greggs. Greggs are an amazing example of, they did one vegan sausage roll, went absolutely crazy, completely revolutionized the brand, even more popular than they already were. And they've just launched a load of other vegan products and strengthened their vegan sausage rolls. So hope that helps. If you disagree, comment in below. Love to chat with you and we can talk about our differences. If you agree, let me know in the comments. And if you agree, I expect to hear your review of either the Chicken Royale or the Whopper very, very soon. Thanks for watching. And as always, we'll see you in the next video.